Student friends, let me continue with topic number 3, that is mobile communication. In the last week and in yesterday's period, we covered concept of cell and operating system of cell, how cell operates. And then we have covered the block diagram of cell phone. While studying the block diagram of cell phone, we considered that the block diagram makes use of the antenna, transmitter, receiver, frequency synthesizer, which is connected to transmitter as well as a receiver, logic unit to perform the almost all the logical operations, control unit to control entire process of the cell phone communication, and the handset that contains the speaker, mic, display unit, keyboard. So that forms the typical block diagram of the cell phone. Today onwards, we are going to study details regarding the individual block. Dear students, today let us begin with transmitter as one of the block which is present in the cell phone or mobile phone. Dear students, we know that the transmitter is connected to control unit, handset, through logical unit along with the frequency synthesizer. And finally, it is connected to the transmitting antenna through the duplexer. The main role of transmitter is to transmit the voice calls from that particular cell phone towards the receiving cell phone, means to whom we want to communicate with each other. And for this particular purpose, transmitter does the very vital role. Telephone turning on of the cell phone, dialing the number, and then completing the entire conversation through the acoustic sound signal via microwave through MTSO cell site with the another cellular phone. That is the main role of transmitter. Such a transmitter in a cell phone consists of, instead of saying, we can say the block diagramic structure of transmitter used in the cell phone is represented in this particular block diagram, which is now in front of you. From this particular block diagram, we can say it consists of phase modulator. Dear students, we have studied the process of modulation. To cover a large distance, to make communication very smooth and satisfactory, we are aware that modulation is necessary. And that function is being performed in the transmitter of the cellular phone and that type of modulation we can call it as it is a phase modulation. To this particular phase modulation, two signals are provided. One, actually voice signal to be communicated or to be transmitted from the cell phone. It is coupled to the phase modulator via microphone. Microphone is a part of handset associated with the cell phone where we are going to speak verbally. So that signal you can call it as it is the voice signal. It is represented here. This voice signal is given to the mic. Mic convert acoustic sound signal into electrical signal. It is amplified by the amplifier. And here amplified voice signal in the form of electrical voltage is given to the modulator. For the modulation purpose, another signal is necessary, and that is given from the in the form of carrier wave or carrier frequency from the frequency synthesizer. Student friends, in the block diagram of cell phone, we studied that transmitter is connected to the frequency synthesizer and also it is connected to the antenna through the duplexer. That frequency synthesizer provides the carrier frequency to the phase modulator as a first block of transmitter. That means in phase modulator, the amplified electrical signal proportional to the voice signal and the carrier wave are compared, and as per the voice signal changes, the phase angle of carrier wave is changed, and that function is being done in the phase modulator. Basically, this phase modulator is made up of exclusive OR gate. Dear students, in paper number linear integrated circuit, we have studied PLL, that is phase locked loop. That contains the phase modulator or phase detector, we can call it as, where the phases detect, where two frequency signals are going to be compared, and at the output the error signal is going to be get generated in case of PLL. Analogous to similar concept is used here also. Here sound signal frequency and carrier frequency, both the signals are compared in a phase modulator and output is generated as a phase modulated signal. That means phase angle of the carrier wave is changed in accordance with that of amplitude of the signal, voice signal changes. This phase modulated signal is given to the mixer, where modulated signal and carrier wave are mixed. At the cost of mixing, a new signal is generated. Its power level is amplified by means of an amplifier to the required level. Especially, power amplification takes place with two stages. One is a low power amplifier and second is a high power amplifier. Or we can say this is the driver amplifier stage, whereas this one is the power amplifier stage. By using both the stages, both are having used to provide the sufficient gain to modulate its signal to be transmitted. So, amplified modulated signal is given to the directional coupler. Directional coupler decides the directivity of antenna which is connected to the duplexer. When transmitting wants to transmit the signal, it is a high power. The output of that it is given to the duplexer. Duplexer now couples transmitting antenna, single antenna to the transmitting side. Antenna converts this modulated radio frequency signal into electromagnetic radiation that propagates through the space to the up to the dialed number by searching the cell phone of that particular dialed number. How searching is taking place, we are going to see at the end of this particular topic. Simultaneously, this duplexer unit is connected to the receiver of the same cellular phone. Sometimes, to control the power of transmitter, signal from directional coupler is picked up by using the power detecting circuitry. So detected power is amplified again by means of an amplifier. This amplified power is used for two purposes. One, it is connected to the logic control unit as we have represented in the block diagram of cellular phone. And also same it is given to the automatic power control block that is used to control the gain of the amplifiers which are used in the transmitter. If the power is low, then there is no problem. If the high power is there, it is expected to be detected, re-amplified, and then it is given to the automatic power control unit whose role is to control the gain of this particular amplifier. By this particular way, the transmitter block which is present in the cellular phone operates and transmits the voice signal from the cellular phone towards the receiving block of another cell phone via towers which are used in the respective cells. Because we studied the concept of cell. Cell is that particular geographical region that contains its own transmitting tower and receiving tower. Those are used to transmit the signal from one cell phone to the another cell phone. But instead of using high power transmitter, the entire geographical region is divided into many subcells, and each cell is having its own transmitting tower, and also its own receiving tower. By using that particular concept, transmitter transmits the signal in a space whose strength is always monitored. Transmitted power strength is monitored in the receiving tower by using RSSI circuit, receiver signal strength indicator circuit. Accordingly, the rest of the operations are performed in the space by using the receiving and transmitting towers via MTSO and also the cell site. So that is the role of transmitter which is being used in the cell phone. This cell phone operates within the frequency range with the transmitting frequency of 825 MHz to 890 MHz. They contains 666 channels with 30 kHz bandwidth. That means if suppose channel number 1 is at 825 MHz, channel number 2 has a transmitting frequency of 82.03 MHz. By this particular way, the last channel, that is channel 66, is operating at a frequency of 889.98 MHz. Dear students, please remember this particular concept may be likely to be asked in the objective type questions. It consists of phase modulator, which you already studied, that modulates the carrier from frequency synthesizer and the voice signal from microphone and amplifier, amplifies it with amplifier. Noise is minimized by pre-emphasis. This noise is reduced. The modulator output and carrier is provided to the mixer. The output of mixer is amplified by Class A amplifier stages. Class A amplifier means high efficiency, which was studied in BSc Part 2. Class A push-pull, Class B push-pull, Class C push-pull, all these are the power amplifier with increasing efficiency. The final stage gives 3 watt power to the antenna through directional coupler and duplexer. High power transmitter is one whose output power is controllable by cell site. So that's why that block is represented, that is power detector, amplification and automatic power control. So that is the unit used in transmitter, which is expected to be controlled automatically by the MTSO in the cell site. Duplexer allows transmitter and receiver to share the same antenna. So that is also represented. As it is a full duplex, operation of transmitter and receiver takes place simultaneously. Transmitter and receiver frequency are separated by 45 MHz to avoid the interference. Just to recognize which is transmitting frequency and which is receiving frequency, both the frequencies are separated by 45 MHz. Channel is separated by 30 kHz. Duplexer consists of 2 sharp filters for transmitter and also for the receiver. Dear students, this is what the transmitter of the cellular phone, which is being used to transmit the voice signal to be received by the another cell phone. Dear students, that's all about today's lecture. Next time we'll go for next aspect.